Welcome back to Hectic History. In today's episode, we will be talking about Jan van Eyck's The Arnolfini portrait. The early Renaissance was a time for the revival and rebirth of art and architecture. The Renaissance roughly took place between the 12th and 16th centuries. During this time period of the rebirth of art, some of the most recognizable paintings were created, such as the Arnolfini portrait by Jan van Eyck. Who is Jan van Eyck, you may ask? Eyck was born in 1390 in Maastricht, Belgium, where he grew up in the gentry or higher class. He eventually died in 1441 in Bruges, Belgium. There is very little known about Jan's life. However, we do know that he was first heard of in 1422 in The Hague, working for the ruler of Holland, John of Bavaria. In 1425, he worked in Bruges as a painter for Philip the Good, the Duke of Burgundy. He was then sent to Portugal in 1428 to paint Philip's future wife, Isabella of Portugal. Some other works of Jan van Eyck include Gent Altarpiece, Portrait of a Man, which is believed to be Eyck's self-portrait, Annunciation, Virgin and Child with Canon van der Pijl, and Madonna of Chancellor Roland. And we're back! Now back to the Arnolfini portrait. It was created in 1434 in Bruges, Belgium. It can now be found at the National Gallery in London, England. It was originally in the possession of Don Diego de Guevara, who was a Spanish broker of the Habsburgs. A broker is someone who buys and sells goods for others. Throughout time, it has been inherited by many people, such as Margaret of Austria, and has been displayed in many palaces. The Arnolfini portrait is famous since it has remained mysterious and enigmatic since its creation. This helped increase its popularity. The painting is believed to be Giovanni Arnolfini and his wife Giovanna Tsunami. However, skeptics remained since they were married 13 years after the painting was created and 6 years after Jan van Eyck's death. The painting consists of a man and a woman who appears to be pregnant, holding hands in what looks like a bedroom. Many believe that the woman in the painting is pregnant because of the statue of Saint Margaret, who is a saint of pregnancy and childbirth. Others believe that the woman appears to be pregnant due to her green clothing that symbolizes fertility. The couple is thought to be wealthy based on their clothing, chandelier, and the oranges. They help symbolize love, marriage, and innocence before Adam and Eve's expulsion. The dog also symbolizes wealth because of its rare breed. Some believe that the painting symbolizes marriage between two different people from different social classes. They think that the man is a merchant and the woman is in the upper class. The man is placed closer to the exterior in order to symbolize a man's working life. The woman is placed completely in the interior of the bedroom to symbolize the domesticity of women and their roles at home. In the painting, there is a mirror in the background. In the reflection, another man and woman are standing in the front of the shown couple. The man is thought to be the man portrayed in Jan's Portrait of a Man painting. Many people believe that the man and woman in the mirror are witnesses of an oath that the couple is taking hand in hand. The man gives his left hand to the woman, which resembles a union of unequals, where the woman needs to forfeit her inheritance and rights. Religion is shown in the painting due to the 10 roundels surrounding the mirror, which represent Passion of Christ, suggesting that the eye of God will watch over them. Also, one of the candles are lit in the chandelier, therefore they are all seeing the eye of God. The Arnolfini portrait contains some characteristics of Renaissance art, such as non-religious themes. Artists such as Eyck stray away from just religion. He utilized the art of depth and reflection by painting the mirror in the background, where you can see there is more than just the couple shown in the painting. Eyck also values the individual by showing emotion on Giovanni's and Giovanna's faces. Now let's talk about the class. Were we right? Did our predictions on what the Arnolfini portrait meant match up with the majority? Many of us assumed that the woman in the painting, Giovanna Tsunami, was pregnant. However, speculation says she is not. Her dress color and the way she was holding it symbolizes fertility. Many of us also believed matrimony was being portrayed in the painting. The painting can be interpreted in many ways, one of them being a wedding or engagement. Majority says the painting is showing somewhat of an oath or a contract between the couple. But overall, we hit nail on the head with the fact that the painting was created in honor of romantic love. Since the creation of the painting, many fun parodies have been made. Some include
The Muppets,
Star Wars,
SpongeBob,
Sesame Street,
and even American Gothic.
I'm Astrid. And I'm Eve. And thank you for watching this week's episode of Hectic History. We'll see you next time. I'm Astrid. And I'm Eve. And thanks for watching. Sorry, I forgot mine. That was so... 4-22 in the hog. Hey, I can't get it. I keep telling you take it. You keep it. Hodge. It's not Hodge. Page. Okay, just don't say it. Okay.